Welcome back to SBR Forum Videos. A devastating injury has affected the Packers, probably with Jordy Nelson now being out for the season with a torn ACL. However, it hasn't affected the Packers' future odds like you would have suggested and you would have thought, I think, before this injury happened. Now, in the Packers Super Bowl scenario, they're still 6-1 to win this thing. Either second or third best odds right now, and plus 350 to win the NFC as well. However, there were a couple of guys who were affected by this, notably Randall Cobb's odds to win the receiving yards title this season basically have been cut in half. He went anywhere between 20 and 25 to 1 before the Jordy Nelson injury. Now he's down between 10 and 12 to 1 at most books right now. So Randall Cobb has been the one that has seen the biggest line movement among Packers here since the Jordy Nelson injury. Makes a lot of sense too, obviously, now that he's going to soak up probably a majority of those targets left behind by Nelson, who is perennially 90 to 100 catches easily a year. Davante Adams is actually now on the board as well at 50 to 1. A couple of guys you might think were affected but weren't was Eddie Lacy, who's really unchanged at 8 or 10 to 1, basically hasn't moved since the Aaron Rodgers injury. And another one that hasn't moved that you wouldn't really have suspected, I think, was the Packers NFC North odds. It did move a little bit, went from maybe 275 to minus 300 to minus 275, very small, minute adjustment, but still just a little bit there, not as much as you'd think with after losing their best receivers. It just shows how deep this Green Bay Packers team is, and while this does affect obviously their future odds betting going forward, I don't think it obviously did not affect their line, so it's probably not as big a deal as a lot of people are making out. So take a look at the Packers future odds still. Don't be scared off. Maybe even wait to see if you get a little bit better value. But for SBR Forum Videos, until next time, I'm Jordan Sharp.